And once again, we are on episode 99 of Stormfall. Oh, I wore my light blue shirt. It's on the fritz. If that's bothering anyone's eyes, let me know and I'll go change, but I really don't want to.
Hurts my eyes, for sure.
That's just my face. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're right. Sure.
It's fine. Yeah.
The shirt's a pleasant distraction, Dan. Keep it up. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. So, unfortunately, due to Christmas party and drinking, I usually work on my opening scene the day of, and I didn't today. So, the end. But we had some epic stuff anyway. Runekeeper's soul returned to his body, alive, but essentially passed out and recovering. A ritual took place. Oh, gosh. Just barely succeeding. There was there were healers and mages and an imbalance between the two. And I think that young Rain at one point was saw something going on that was really interesting and pursued that, which added to the imbalance. And then Kaylin, whatever force is in her mind said, go, you can help, go do this, go put your energy into it. And she did, and that helped with that, thanks to everybody, Galathor chipping in on the healing side, and all across the board, Runekeeper has returned. And I'm pretty sure we ended it there with Kaylin's power in her head, just telling her, you did a good thing today, and thank you, and go team. So we are here in the Runekeeper's library. Again, it's been cleared of its shelves and books and such. Huge arcane circle with multiple smaller circles within it and lines connecting them all to the center circle that has the Runekeeper still laid out and effectively unconscious in his dragon form. Candles, chalk, other little components laid about carefully, and a number of healers casting healing on the Runekeeper currently. As some of the commotion dies down, the intensity dies down, commotion picks up a little bit to add to the healing and such. And you're all here in the library. I'll let you take it away. Or what else was there? Archivist Delorna. Oh, right. She helped. She had that little blankie thing to protect the soul. And then I think she was going to head back to see what else she could do about quickly restoring and helping the dragon. So she returned to Zambora. Yeah. So, take it away, gang. Whoever would like to start.
Aaronwyn is passed out, totally conked out next to the Runekeeper's head. Like she's like curled up and just out.
Nice.
She put literally everything into this.
Right.
Rain is still grappled.
Oh yeah, they set you down, Rain. Thank you for reminding me. They once you're outside of the main runic circle and everything's kind of completed, there you are, young money. Youth's enthusiasm knows no bounds. And they kind of, chuckle a little bit.
I'm going to run, and I'm going to cast Temple of the Gods.
Oh, wow. Does that have a space requirement, or can you make it like as small as you want?
It's a space requirement. Hang on, pulling it up. 120 feet on each side. The temple must fit within the unoccupied cube of space up to 120 feet on each side.
That there wouldn't be quite that much space in here because the Runekeeper, even though it's been cleared out, the Runekeeper's in the center and takes up a fair bit of space. But if you wanted to hop outside, oof. I feel like you might need a not in the city, but a wider, more open space for that, unfortunately.
Alright, I'm gonna go out of the university, just run until I find like a lot of unoccupied space to cast this spell.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. You said up to 120 feet, so you could make it small. You can make it like a 10 by 10 or something like that.
Oh, I can?
Like a shoe. Yeah, I think it just says up to 120 feet on each side.
Oh, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna make a small.
Okay, so from the stone, 10 by 10 by 10, small, tiny church house springs up, and you're able to, it springs into existence. From the stone, forms, and some of the stone shifts to wood and slate along the top, along the shingles and such.
And there goes the seventh level spell. Okay. I think it was my only seventh level spell. Oh well. That's okay.
Okay. It's impressive. Some people are like, oh,
And I'm
But-
just gonna walk in.
nice.
Da 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 da. Da da da. What are other creatures? No celestials or undead can come in.
Okay.
Does that mean Del Vanya can't go in there? Is she celestial or no?
Who's that? Oh, Delorna?
Delvania. Delorna. No, not Delorna.
Devanya.
Melissa-
Oh, Devanya.
Sorry. I
Right.
inserted an L in there.
Yeah, she's celestial.
okay.
Yeah, I think so, right? You consider
Yeah.
celestial? Mm.
I'm gonna triple check that. I'm pretty sure that she is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay now. Yeah, she's celestial.
Okay.
I think Emil would. It's a 10-foot by 10. I'm trying to picture 10 feet by 10 feet. That's a small temple, but I think Emil will knock on the door and see if he's allowed in.
Oh, you hear knocking the door, Vane.
I slowly open it and peek.
Is the room in there for two?
And I shake my hand. Mm-hmm. And I let him know in.
All right, Emil. Let's see, you've got your gloves on. So, if you would roll, this is sort of like a, I'm going to say, oh gosh.
It's a charisma
Const-
saving throw.
Yeah, I'm going to say a Constitution saving throw. You've been invited.
Oh,
But,
that's the wrong one.
Oh,
That's the same. It's the same bonus, though. It's the same bonus. It's fine.
Well,
okay.
I would just think that Emil would have saw Ray cast it, so he is welcome. And yeah.
Can you do it with advantage, Emil, because your gloves? This is more about his vampirism, his undead side. Rain.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Oh, that's right. Raymond, no.
So are we back? We're in the scene of the ritual, correct?
Yes. Yep. Essentially, the tension has lowered a little bit now that the Runekeeper's alive and reunited with the soul. But the bustle's picked up as the healers are trying to do their work. Rain cast a little 10 by 10 by 10 foot cubed church to go into. Yeah, Emil, you try and go in, but there's a force that's not letting you pass through the door.
Okay. Rain, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. Were you looking for a place to hide?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I can't really come in, but how about I sit out here and stand guard for you? Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Emil will sit with his back to the door and maybe he'll have a couple of daggers out and he'll kind of not juggle them, but he'll kind of play with them.
Okay. People seem to steer a bit clear, giving you and the church some space.
Playing Mumbly Pig.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm like, carry on with their more pressing business. Excellent. All right. Let's see. Mort, what are you up to?
As promised, I will watch over Erwin to make sure nothing disturbs her sleep, and just keeping an eye out, taking it all in, because, just the first time we spent some real time in the Roomkeeper's library, at least for Mort. So he's just sort of taking it all in and observing the Roomkeeper as well.
Okay. Mort, would you mind rolling a wisdom saving throw for me?
Here we go. You know what? Let's try it out.
Wait.
It's wisdom.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So there's a new thing. We're using real dice, except on occasion when it's really meant to be something the character wouldn't know. There is now a little dice tower on your Fantasy Grounds desktops, and I'll have you roll it in there.
Oh.
Done.
Okay, thank you, Mort. So use your regular dice unless I call it and say, oh, because you won't be able to see the results, just me.
Interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to test that out.
No, that's fine. And props to Warren for knowing about this, bringing it to my attention the other day. It happens that he was talking about one of his campaigns, and I was like, there's a dice tower that you can do this with. This is amazing.
I'm not seeing it.
It's on the bottom right-hand corner.
Down near library.
It's a little
It's
graphic.
a little symbol.
It's got a dragon.
On the
wrapped around
Fantasy
it.
Grounds main page. On the campaign.
For me, it's beside where it says tokens and library.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. That's probably what I get for not updating it.
Oh, probably.
No. All right, Galithor. What do you feel you'd be up to?
Where was Galithor last?
Oh, sorry.
I wasn't.
That's
Who is
right.
Galithor?
So what are you up to? I don't know. You tell me, Dan.
And
On
roll
a
a new
different
character.
continent? On a different plane of existence?
Nice. You were helping with the healing. You were in the room assisting on the healing side of the ritual with your paladin side.
Okay. The Roomkeeper. Are we allowed access to the library? Like, is anyone looking?
So most of the library has been cleared out for this ritual. Along the very outer perimeter, there are the bookshelves, but the books and items, everything's been cataloged and moved out of here in case something went awry with this ritual. So currently, it's just the outer shelves.
Galithor would just probably be exploring the room at this point, just trying to see if there are any secrets to be found.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, make an investigation check, please.
Gosh. So I had these die custom made, but the problem is, there's gold foil on the inside, and the numbers are also gold. So on some rolls, it's really hard to see. That would be a natural 1, Dan. -1, so I rolled a 0.
You forget what you were about to do here.
You feel like you haven't played in a very long time and everything is rusty.
Nice.
Galithor starts drooling or something.
That's amazing. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean,
You're too distracted by the ancient gold dragon in the center of the room.
Nice. There's a lot to take in and a lot of hustle and bustle. It just distracts you from getting a good look around.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you want Galithor to do if he's not seeing any of that?
Not at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Devanya, what are you up to?
Well, last we left off, she was whittling away at a figure because she was pretty pissed off at Rain. So she is actually whittling and painting a figure of Rain.
Oh.
And so she's going to finish that and everything. Then she's going to stand up, walk over to Emil, and kind of thrust it towards him, like just kind of like, here, give it to the girl. And then walk away and sit back down and just kind of observe the room and watching everything that's going on very quietly.
Okay. Neat. Yeah, you see a lot of the like the wizards and sorcerers and such, kind of clearing out of the room, and the clerics and healers are stepping in to start the restorative process of returning the actual life force to this dragon. It's going to be quite a bit.
Where's Kaylin at?
Kaylin is, I think the last time she was kind of sitting against kind of like one of the walls.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move over next to you and sit down. That was very brave what you did.
Are you talking about with the Runekeeper?
Indeed. Ben, hush. Sorry. Out of character for a moment.
That's the dragon making that sound.
A train?
Yes. Sounds like a train when it snores.
Toot toot.
Thank you.
You guys seem to work well together. How long have you guys been working together?
Well, it's different for a few of us. Myself and Emil have been in a group together for over a year. The others have came in gradually, but all together, Rain was the last, and that was a few months ago. Have you ever been a part of a group before?
Not of this magnitude, I must say. I prefer to work in smaller groups or by myself. But it has been fascinating watching you guys work together and, you know, just... I don't mean to sound like a creep or anything. I don't get to see that. It's a rare treat.
Oh, well, I glad that you enjoy watching us.
Creeper eyes. I'm just gonna like awkwardly shift a little, like just like, oh yeah, this is kind of an awkward conversation.
Did you finish your painting?
I did. I gave it to... What is that dude's name again?
Emil?
Yeah. I handed it to him since him and the child seem to be very close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she hangs on to him.
Are they related?
No. Emil's just good with children.
Never met a rogue good with children before. Anyway, it was one of Rain.
Oh.
It was... Forgive me for my outburst earlier and for making so much noise from being pissed off at Rain earlier.
Awesome.
Oh, that's what that was about.
There are certain situations that I do not believe that children need to be a part of, but despite our differences, she's okay. And so I made that as a sort of apology for her. Or to her, I should say.
Very kind of you.
What do you do in your spare time?
I read. I really enjoy reading, studying, finding out new things.
You're into lore.
In a way, yes.
Ben is like over there singing. Oh my gosh, my children. One of my brothers was into lore a lot, and he would always bring home books. You remind me of him. A good reminder, by the way.
Oh. Well, I'm glad it's a good reminder. Wouldn't want to be a bad reminder.
I think you would know if it was a bad reminder.
I imagine I would.
I'm gonna awkwardly look around to be like, yeah, this is so. I suck at making small talk. So just sit there.
Awesome. Someone will spare you, one of the workers from the university. Ma'am, you're talking to Devanya. You were able to assist in some of the healing, yes? Do you have the capacity for healing magic?
Myself?
Yes. We're looking for a few more able-bodied folks to assist in healing the wounds of the Runekeeper.
Well, I do not have any healing spells, if that's what you are asking, but I think I might have something that would help.
Wonderful. Please, this way.
Okay. And I'm gonna follow the person that was talking to me and reach into my bag and take out the elixir of health that I have.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Nice.
Will this help?
Oh, very well, yes. Are you sure? This is... thank you. You're too kind. And rushes over to find a proper way to administer it to the dragon. All right, so there's a lot of hustle and bustle here. Does anyone have anything else they want to do here? Well, it's going to be a little time. You can tell after like 10 minutes. It's going to be a while for the Runekeeper to sort of snap out of this.
So we're in the library, Dan?
Mm-hmm.
A library is in there's actual like books around.
They've cleared all the books, all of the old, interesting, unique things out of the library currently.
Okay.
Which you witnessed, just so you know, like in case you wanted to, you would know that there's somewhere here. They were cataloging them all and moving them out through the elevator.
Okay.
Let's see, Delorna's gone.
I'm gonna go sit back by another wall, a little bit further away from the group, and start messing with the pouch of gemstones that I have.
Okay. All right.
So, just as a question, today we have portaled to the northern continent, gone to the Feywild, traveled across the Feywild, ported to Metz. That's all today, right?
Yeah, yep. They were bamfing you all over the place.
I'm assuming, regardless of the time of day, we're kind of in our evening to night mode. Like, I'm assuming we're either very hungry or very tired.
Nice. All right. Is
that reasonable or
Starving?
That's reasonable.
Starving. That ritual took everything out of us.
So it might be worth inquiring if we can get food or if we can stay at the university or arranging for lodging. We've stayed somewhere in Metz before, so we have some familiarity with the city. So I think Emil, just from sitting with his back to the temple door guarding it, will call out, "Is anyone else tired and hungry? We should probably see to lodging or get one of the university folk to bring us something."
I stand up immediately.
I agree.
You see a couple higher-ranking people say something, and one of the clerics rushes over. Yes, I couldn't help it over here. Yes, please have to.
Good, I wanted you to over here.
Good. He's sort of watching the daggers. Well, if you're looking for some food, you're certainly welcome to dine here, and there's lodging for you all, right here on the campus if you wish. Say the word. I can take you there now if you wish.
I mean, Erwin at least will probably want to stay here with the Runekeeper, and she probably wouldn't be happy with lodging on campus. The rest of us would probably be okay with. So
Erwin is passed out.
no, I'm aware. I'm trying to speak for you since you're like not with us.
The one that's yes. She growled when we tried to rouse her from her sleep earlier, so she's fine to stay there. Yes. We may need the space back once you're set with this building, but we can I can take you all to dine, bathe, eat, sleep.
In that order.
Not all at once, please.
Good.
Very well.
Mort will stay with Erwin
Okay.
till she wakes up. If she, when she'll eventually
If?
wake up.
Sweet dreams.
He just doesn't want to leave her. I mean,
That's sweet.
unattended.
Erwin's not going to wake up until the next day.
Okay.
She used all her magic, all her everything
Oh, right.
in this, and she gave some blood, which I don't know how much they took from
Yeah,
her.
a fair
So
chunk.
she's you consider her extra long resting.
Okay.
She's not going to be doing anything for her.
Erwin is like a beacon from all her runes that she used.
No, because she used them.
Oh, you
Like-
diffused.
Yeah.
She lit them all up and then put them into the ritual
Okay.
because it was failing.
Do we really want the two people in the world that know the secret of pizza to be in the same room at the same time, though? Isn't there like a security protocol that prevents that?
That's pretty funny.
We've done others.
Yeah, that's true. But I will sort of like, I guess, let Kaylin know that that's what I want to do.
Okay.
And if, just have somebody come back, after dinner or anything, if they want to take over watch, or I just, concerned that I don't want to leave Erwin there by herself with the, considering things that are happening.
Bring you some food, and then
Thank you.
I can take over later.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. We can do the shift thing. We'll get a rest in somehow.
All right. Since Rain isn't actually in this conversation, since she's in her temple, I am going to put the figure that Devanya made in front of the door, and I'm going to minor illusion to make it look like it's raining on the figure, and I'm going to knock on the door, and if Rain opens it, point the figurine to her and tell her we're going to get food if she wants to leave or if she wants to stay, so that she at least knows where we are.
Funny you should say that. Rain's gonna kind of open the door to see Emil is still there, hand him a piece of paper, and the piece of paper says, "Can you please get Caitlin? I have some questions to ask her."
Okay, and I'll point at the figure that Devanya made you. That is currently raining, although it won't be raining on it for long. It's just a minute, but.
I picked it up
All right.
and I shut the door.
Emil will wander over to Kaylin. Kaylin, would you be able to spare a minute for Rain? They're in their temple and they wanted to talk to you.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
I will go over to the temple and knock on the door.
And I open it up. And then I'm gonna walk.
Hey, I heard you want to talk to me.
And then what Kaylin sees is just like a big old temple, and it has windows, stainless steel glass windows all around. You smell, when you walk in, you smell like incense burning, lights dimmed, and then like the floor is like golly, I had this planned. Oh, what is the word?
Stone? Marble?
Granite. Like granite.
Granite? Okay.
I'm looking at it. It's like the words are lost, and then you see solid, and the granite's white granite floors, and then all stainless steel windows, and then the wall is smooth marble, and that's what you see. And then you see a
What do I see?
an idol of the living tree, right in like smack dab, like like when you enter, you see the idol.
Oh, okay. At first, I thought you said eyeball, and I was like, "Well, that's strange."
I might have second egg.
Wow. Do you? It's lovely, Rain. Did you do this all by yourself? Is it magic?
And you see them just busily just walking and just writing notes.
Is there a place for me to sit down?
No. It's just
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of step in.
Lights are a little dim.
Okay. So, do you need something, or need to talk about something?
I do. You can visibly see that they are like lost for words with the ritual. You came in and helped with the ritual mid casting. Why'd you do that?
Because I wanted to help.
Well, it was very odd. You could have helped in the beginning.
I didn't know that I could in the beginning. I'm not a practiced spellcaster.
And you see them jotting down notes. But what possessed you to do it?
I just felt that I could step up to it, and I just kind of followed my gut.
Can I make an insight check on Kaylin to see if she's telling the truth?
Yeah, I suppose. Yep. And Kaylin, you can roll whatever you feel might be appropriate for that.
Your day. What do I? Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That is a 26.
I rolled an 11. So you know that she's not quite telling the entire truth.
Now, do I want? Okay. Now do I want? I can tell when people are lying. You're not telling me the whole truth.
I am keeping some things to myself, yes.
It just says ... Hasn't sent yet.
That's all I need to know. You don't have to tell me. I know that you're not telling me the full truth. And then I'm gonna walk out and just stay up.
You're doing what when you walk out?
I'm just gonna stand in front of my temple and just draw whatever spirits I see inside. Just random spirits.
Kaylin will step out. I'm just gonna stand there, not really looking at Rain, but she glanced down so she can see that she sees Rain. But there's a lot of things going on with me, Rain. It's hard to explain everything.
Does it have to do with your eye?
In a way, yes.
Okay. And then she just continues to draw random spirits to see.
Kaylin will kind of kneel. Well, she's probably close to her level. There's probably not that much kneeling that has to happen. But, maybe sometime I can be more comfortable with it to be able to tell you what's happening. Is that okay?
Send them out, but you can't hang around.
You can invade the trust I have with you. I'm gonna give Kaylin a hug.
Okay. I didn't really hear what she said, Mariah.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Rain is not gonna push Kaylin any further than she has. And then Rain is gonna give Kaylin a hug.
Thank you, Rain.
And then they're gonna go back inside the temple.
Did you want some food?
I'm fine.
Did you want me to bring you some food?
If you want to. I'm not gonna turn down free food.
I have to bring Frank. I have to bring Mortimer some. So I'll bring you some as well. It's no problem. And Caleb will go towards where everyone walked out. If they walked out, are they going to a different room, Dan, to get food?
Mm-hmm.
I messaged
Okay.
you, Dan.
Oh, okay. Check. Let's see. Rain, you're going back. Have you engaged at all with the little figurine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm going back inside.
Ah.
So I can pray.
Okay. All right. Otherwise, everyone that's not staying. So, Aaron, Mort, and Rain are staying here. I believe Emil, Galathor, Kaylin. Galathor, are you heading out to get food, or in this, as you hear everyone talking about it? And rest.
Yeah. Actually, what time of day is it, Dan?
It's probably evening. I'm going to say 6:37.
Sure, I'll go out with everybody.
Okay. Nice. All right. So the individual is actually. Hang on a second. Let me reply to this super quickly. They're heading over, leading you all to the elevator.
While we're traveling to another place, Dan, Galen's going to keep an eye out for any books that, where they transferred them to.
It's been a while since Kellen's stolen something.
It has been.
We call steal, she calls collecting.
Nice. All right.
It's a library. She's borrowing.
Yes, well, you can, of course, eat here in the cafeteria. There are some places to eat outside. We can offer you free food here. And of course, Metz, just as a reminder, is stupidly ritzy. It's decadent. It's to the extreme. In fact, let me see if I can get some of these images up here. City of Metz. There we go. Everything it's artistic and beautiful, but it's for the wealthy, like the wealthy of the wealthy. Now, other people can, of course, live there, but just expect high prices for things. Nice. But quality. You'll get quality along with that. high hopes. You let me show you the way to the places where you could rest. Rooms will accommodate, of course, the best rooms for each of you. So you'll have your own independent rooms, unless you'd like to share. Whatever it is you prefer, we'll make this happen. I mean, it shows you the that whole length of hall that has special reserved rooms for traveling people for the Tenter University. Do you all want to have a separate room?
I do.
Well, yes, thank you. I would appreciate my own room.
I mean, if they're offering it, then sure.
Yes. At the very least we could do.
Thank you.
You'll find a bath, 3 doors, and he kind of points out where the bath is in the hall. There's a couple down the entire length of the hallway, but they're just shared baths for anyone that's staying here. Would you like to eat here? And he kind of looks around at, all of you.
I think I'm going out.
Oh,
Anyone else?
Going out where?
This lovely little place called Krager's Farm. I've done business here before. Good food, good ale. I'll help pay if you like.
That piques my interest. I'll join you.
Is it far from here?
it's not. Nope.
Okay.
Not terribly far.
Sure.
I'll pass. Not everyone in Metz is fond of me.
Please take these temporary passes so you can return to this hallway without having to answer any questions. And he passes out little stamped, tiny, almost name tag size little passes, eloquently written out. No names or anything on it, just stamped like these people can come in here.
Ooh, VIP.
There's some for your friends, of course. And, yes, if there's anything you need, just call, shout, ring a bell. There we go. And kind of, is keeping an extra eye on Emil as his interactions with Emil so far, family with the daggers and the others. Yes, and kind of bows and heads out.
I'm gonna turn and start walking out. Well, actually, I think I want to stop by my room first, drop my stuff off. Not everything, but like just a few things, and then just head right back out. I'll be waiting downstairs or wherever the exit's at for everybody else.
Before she steps away, Kaylin's going to kind of step up to Emil. Do you want anyone to stay here with you? Or are you going to be okay? I mean, not that you wouldn't be okay. I
appreciate your concern. I've probably got some praying to do. I'll be fine. Thank you.
Okay. And I will go downstairs.
Emil, speaking of praying, takes out his dice.
Nice. Oops. Okay, so we have Devanya, Galathor, and Kaylin. You're going as well. Out to the to eat outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And Emil, you're heading into your room to pray. Okay, with the dice. The rest of you head out into the city. Let's see. This is early winter here, so there's a bit of a chill in the air. There's a lot of running water here, so there isn't much frozen over or anything. It's not that cold yet, but it's maybe 50s or so. However, nothing like the frozen tundra that you just recently trudged through for several hours. So, it's maybe a 15-minute walk at most to get to Krager's farm, which looks nothing like a farm, of course, because it's a city of Metz. It's a very fine establishment. It looks almost like a Greek pantheon, a tapered roof and just open pillars all the way down and around its length, with a number of very fine marble benches set up every so often, smaller ones, longer ones, to accommodate different size parties. As you approach, there's signage and stuff that talks about how all this is fresh directly from the farm. There's nothing magically enhanced with the food or the animals that were used in its production. Completely all natural, and that's the whole idea behind Krager's farm food here. Farm to table. And there's sort of a, let's say, a half-elf gentleman, probably late 20s or so, approaches with a, not tuxedo-level outfit on, but a fine suit with an apron that goes around the waist. Good day, folks. How many are looking to be seated today?
Table for 3.
Lovely, of course. There'll be a 10-minute wait. But would you like any water or bread or anything while you wait? We have some seats out here, some tables while you wait for something inside.
I'm going to turn to the others and see what they want to do.
Do you have any strong drink?
Oh, yes. Are you looking for mead, ale, lager, wine?
Ale's good.
Of course. He kind of gives a glance. Something from our dwarven stock, perhaps?
Perfect.
Understood. So he heads inside, comes out, and gives some bread and some water. Galthur, did you want anything while you're here? While you're waiting, rather?
Galathor's been looking for like an abbey ale for a really long time. And hopefully in a place that's a little bit more well-to-do, there's a wider variety of range for some of the beers that they have here.
Definitely, yep. In fact, there's a separate menu for wines. There's a separate menu for ales and such, listed under elven stock, dwarven stock, and so on and so forth. So probably, if you're looking for it, you're going to find it here.
All right, yeah, he'll look for a good abbey beer.
Of course, they're both excellent choice.
I'll take a nice ale.
Oh, lovely. Yes. I'll be right back with that while you wait.
Thank you.
And he hurries inside and comes out again while you're waiting with some bread and water, and has looks like a little wooden cutting board with circular indents for cups. So it's sort of like a sampler, where he sets down. Yes. So here are some samples. There's a couple that you had been looking at, Galathor, a couple, Kaelin from the dwarven stock, and Devanya, a couple for you, just to taste test while you wait.
Do we start with the lighter one and then proceed to the darker beers?
Yes, I would suggest so.
Kaelin drinks the darker one.
Nice.
I have a slight smirky smile as I watch her do that.
Beautiful. It's rich. It's rich and a little bit bitter, but in a good way, Kaelin. It's a hearty drink. All around, whatever you were hoping for, it pretty much hits the mark. Maybe just a little around it. before it's not long before he comes back. Yes, please, your table is ready. Rest here, and does anyone need a hot towel or a shoulder massage while you wait?
No.
Very well. Please look over the menus, and there's a fairly big menu. Not obnoxiously big, like some restaurants have, like this 15-page thing, but if there's anything particularly you want to eat, you're definitely, again, able to find it here, and plus whatever you want to get for everyone else. There's a fair bit of noise here. Again, it's a wide open setup. There are quite a few people eating here. Some are sort of giving a glance here and there because they're very well dressed, almost to like an ostentatious level. And some are very mannered and reserved at their tables. Others a little more boisterous. You hear people gloating about some of either their escapades or their wealth or their recent accomplishments. It's not your typical, tavern setup. But there's people nearby in case you wanted to strike up a chat with anyone. Otherwise, you're sort of near along the edge of the left-hand side, so you've got plenty of fresh air. There's a lot of shrubbery that wraps around the outer perimeter of this restaurant. It's just outside.
For the
Shall we
people
splurge?
that are... Go ahead.
Shall we splurge on the tasting menu, the chef's tasting menu?
There's a chef's tasting menu?
If you wish.
How much is the tasting menu?
You're looking at, let's see. Let me just roll over it. That's not terrible. But it's not cheap. It's 8 gold.
Sure. Maybe we can, wrap up some, if we have any extra for Frank and Rain.
Who's Frank again?
Oh, God, why? Why? Mortimer!
Kaylin, are you okay?
What have you done with Kaylin?
Who is this Frank Kaylin has met? She keeps talking about him.
For the people that are staring, I'm just gonna stare at them back and be like, "What?" Like, boo, and keeping.
Can I have the 3 of you at your table roll in the dice tower? Perception checks, please.
Dan's going mad with this dice tower.
I'm so in love with this idea.
Warren, why?
No, I can't. It's definitely
All right,
not
do
on
we
board.
double click it? Okay.
I think you can drag and drop, maybe.
Yeah, drag and drop.
Okay. Drag and drop the tower?
The
No,
dice.
pick up the dice, yeah. Whatever skill you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, into the tower.
Mhm.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, drag and drop. I'm gonna start whittling away at another figure as we're sitting there drinking and everything,
Okay.
and kind of keeping an eye on the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna scan in the room, make sure that there's nobody that's gonna start something. Just whatever.
Okay.
Kaylin, when's the last time we've gotten paid for a job? Seems like it's been a while.
Well, I'm not sure.
Oh, you got like a boatload from the crossover.
Oh yeah, we got some from going into, to talk to Sphinx.
But I don't know that everyone knows about that. So
I mean,
That's
it's
fair.
not really payment, but I mean, it's not like payment for a job. Are you used to getting paid for jobs?
Well, I'm all for altruism, but we kind of do need spending money every once in a while.
Do you guys not share your gold with each other?
Oh, we
You
have.
split?
Oh, we have some. We have a party fund. I mean, we have a fund that we all use for things as a group, but we also have individual money as well.
Well, Galathor, you need to learn how to spend your money wisely, my friend.
Althor, how are you feeling?
Feeling all right. It's been a testing couple of days, but
Sure. You seemed very focused in the when we were visiting the Sphinx.
But,
yes, that's one way to put it.
Well, as long as you're feeling okay. You are feeling okay, correct?
Yes, I think so. What brings on the question?
I'm gonna insight check him while they're talking.
I'm just, I've just noticed you've been distracted and just focused, and I'm just making sure that you're doing all right.
I'm trying to keep the. It's hard to keep the. It's hard to protect everyone in the party.
Got an 18.
You can roll whatever you think might be applicable.
Sounds good. Nope. Gallagher's definitely hiding something, or not committing to the full truth.
I mean, I get that. I try to protect the full. I mean, you know that I try to protect the full party as well, so I understand. And I've had my times of maybe I'm not the person to be talking to you about this. I've been distracted too. I just like to check in with everyone. You and Erwin seem to be hitting it off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna start chuckling when he says that.
Hopefully it didn't take too much out of her helping the dragon, the roomkeeper. I'm sure you're worried about her.
Yeah, I hope she's doing okay. How about you, Kaylin? How are you feeling?
I think okay.
Insight check.
Devonia's like, beep, 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 beep. Nice.
$27.
Yeah, 27.
Oh, you beat me. I got like a 10.
Oh.
She's obviously not telling the whole truth and just kind of only telling, barely skimming the surface of the truth, so. Just a bunch of liars.
The server comes back over with your food just at the awkward moment. Yes. Again, my name is Rustland, and here is your food. I do hope you find it to your liking. If there's anything else you need, just snap for me. Wave me
Question.
down, whistle. Yes.
And don't ever ask anybody to snap at you. You're not a dog.
Okay.
You are a person.
Oh, stop.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Yes, what may I do for you, ma'am?
might you have some beef stew?
Yes, of course.
Might I have a bowl?
Of course. Yes.
Extra helping, please.
Will do.
With some more crusty bread on the side, too. It's been a long, long day.
I will
And
see.
night. Thank you.
Of course. And bows off to go take care of that.
Devanya, did you mention that you had business here in Metz before?
Indeed, I've done business here with Scarlet and among the university and the guild. I travel a lot.
I might ask what kind of business you're in.
I flip through my notebook real quick.
What's that?
Oh, it's
Harry
so
Potter.
cute. It's Harry Potter.
But he's like a squishy one.
Oh.
Harry Potter.
Stressy Potter.
Yeah, things that end up on my desk.
And no, Steph. What does your shirt say? I know that's Buddy the Elf.
It is. It's cotton-headed Ninny Muggins is at the bottom.
Okay, that's what I thought it said. But I
Yeah.
know that's from Elf. It's a reference to Elf. But where's
Mm-hmm.
I should have worn my elf shirt tonight. I just had it on the other screen.
Hey,
It's Santa. OMG, I know him.
100. You could probably dress up festive.
Devanya, while you're pulling up, nice. While you're pulling up those notes, I'm actually going to jump back over to Emil's room. Are you still in your room, Emil? Would you say maybe like half an hour after they left?
Let's see. Half an hour would be enough time for me to. I mean, I think Emil would get bored, but I don't think he would leave the rooms area. I think he would probably. You know what? Emil's going to be. He's going to open his door and kind of sit in the doorway and kind of watch people coming and going, which I assume there isn't going to be much of because everybody's kind of set out. But yeah, I think Emil's getting bored but doesn't want to wander. We'll put it that way.
Okay. So you're sort of in that area as there's a high elf. Again, kind of tough to tell age of high elves, but probably around somewhere between 1 and 300 years old. Coal black hair, shoulder length. She stands about 5'1". And a noticeable feature as she sort of approaches your room or the area there around, she has these very bright golden honey eyes. And she, if you're not like right next to, are you like right near your door or just sort of in the hallway somewhere nearby?
I want to say I'm sitting in the doorway,
Ah.
either playing with dice or playing with a dagger, depending on, you know.
Okay. So she'll approach. My hairband. There it is. And just good day, sir, or good eve. I am so sorry to bother you. I know all you've been through this evening. My name is Tawa Rithtu, and I am the liaison with Tensa University. And it was my hope to speak with you and your friends about all that took place. See that I can get a better understanding of all that happened, and see what we can better do for you. And thanks.
Out of character, this person is giving me the journalist from Mass Effect vibe, and I'm just waiting for that scene to play out.
Yeah, nice.
Oh. So, I'm assuming this isn't somebody that I've seen around before.
Correct.
And the golden eyes is not. It sounds familiar. Is it something we've seen before, or?
You've seen it in some races, often Asimar, but not typical. Sometimes in high elves. Sometimes it's rare, but not completely out of the ordinary.
Okay. Sorry, I'll drop that into character.
Oh, no worries.
I'm sorry. You said you're with the university?
In matters such as these, where
So no.
yes, I'm a liaison to Tensor. I work on behalf of them.
With whom?
Folks that, such as yourselves, that have had a heavy hand in a matter that that falls under the umbrella of Tensor University, but affects much more of the rest of the world. This, of course, is not something we wish to have happen to our esteemed runekeeper, and mainly was hoping to understand what transpired a little more. It's my understanding, too, from Archivist Delorna and Councilperson Shuffletrot, there are other matters related to this. It's my job to be a go-between, so that we may assist you and that we may request assistance should you feel up to offering it, to accepting any tasks at hand.
Well, she did a very good job of not answering my question, so I'm going to drop an insight die into the tower here.
Ooh, nice, okay.
Because that was a lot of words to not answer my question.
She seems to be a very good diplomat, but does seem to be genuine. Certainly not now. I know you're tired. I just wanted to come down and introduce myself. And
It's interesting that you're introducing yourself and that there's no one to speak on your behalf that we've already dealt with. I'd be very interested to know where your loyalties lie. As you can understand, when things like this happen, one can't be too careful with information.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
Can I just... I'm also going to ask a question because of my allegiance. There's no Harper insignia on her anywhere, right?
Make a perception check. I was just rolling for something related to that.
Da, da, da.
I'll drop that in the tower too, because why not?
Oh, okay.
You'll tell me. You spec her very thoroughly, or you could say, yeah. You have no idea.
Nice. Now you give a good scan down, and it's
I rolled
as
a
you're
1.
thinking that. Nice. You have a plus bazillion anyway, but you rolled much higher. It was solid. So you give a look down, and it's as you're looking that she... I don't think she's going to use Thieves' Cant here, but she has... she's dressed not to the nines like a lot of folks at Mets are here, but still in really nice, almost noble level attire. And she has this double collar, gold underneath, sort of like an eggshell white on top, and she fixes it, and as she does, she intentionally flips up a little piece, and you see the little Harper pin. I thoroughly understand it. Information in the wrong hands can be very dangerous.
Well, I'm glad we understand each other. Yeah, quite a lot has happened today here.
Yes.
How much information are you missing? Because I don't want to waste your time.
Would it be all right if we moved into your room? If that's not too forward.
It would, but I have a good sight line down the end of this hallway, and you have a good sight line the other way.
Fair enough.
Are you sure we would be less likely to be spied on if we went in the room and closed the door? It's up to you. You know this place better than I do.
She's going to start answering in a vague way again, but using Thieves' Cant, and saying, no, that's a good idea to separate it. Look down either way, the hallway, and use Thieves' Cant for the discussion. So she kind of gives you the information. Yeah, so she's gesturing the information to you, and Thieves' Cant that so she's aware of everything on the Tensor side, everything that they've learned She talks about them cataloging things in the library to see if anything's missing, and that they're not done cataloging, about 85% done, but nothing's gone missing except for that skull so far. She's aware of who that skull may actually be. She is, again, sort of aware of everything on the Tensor University side of things. She has a base level of information on what you had to do to, like what you all set out to do to get the soul back. And but she mainly wants to know what, if anything, happened on your way to pursue that. If anything came up, anything, any encounters, any troubles, anything actively trying to stop you from.
Right. She's trying to divine if there are any added actors in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Which, given that vampire Reginald, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
The Baron von
Rexlin von Sutcliffe. Yeah.
Rex. given the good old Rex made an illusionary appearance.
Mm.
I will definitely pass that on. I can't remember if the Harpers are aware of my nature. I think they are, but I can't remember.
I feel like you would let your mentor know.
Oh, yeah, that's what I felt like that I had told my mentor. So
she hasn't given any indication that she knows. Just
no, and that she might not. But so I'll mention that Rexlin tried to delay us and tried to destroy the portal. I'll mention that I have a personal association with Rexland that I won't divulge, but I'll just leave it out there and say maybe he was looking for me, but it seems far more likely that he was actively working against the Runekeeper.
Okay.
I'll also mention the factions in the Fae that helped us.
Oh, okay.
Because it's good to know who's on the Runekeeper's side.
Mm. And she's you can see her cataloging it in her head. Thank you. Certainly. I know you.
It's probably we're also worth pointing out. Sorry for the interruption.
No, go for it.
It's worth pointing out that Rexland has proto-vampires underneath the city. He may not be aware of them, but they exist in the sewers and should probably be dealt with at some point.
Oh, yes.
Because for all we know, he does know about them, and
indeed,
maybe actively using them.
See, you're very worried about that. It gets a little bit of a frown line, like, oh.
Yeah, we wouldn't want any low-level adventurers to wander down in the sewers and get
terrible.
attacked by them. That would be terrible.
Perish the thought. Nice.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Right. It was Rhinewin, wasn't it? Or was it Astrid? No, it was Astrid.
Astrid was the other one, yep.
Astrid was the other one.
Yep. She had both the Lich and Vampire. I was like, ooh, what are we going to do here?
And she's still alive somewhere.
Yeah. Seeing as how you find yourselves players in this grand story, you should know, and again, it's mostly in Thieves' Cant, that we've discovered information leaked from Tensor University, this campus, after you set out to retrieve the soul, regarding those plans, your locations and intended locations. We're looking into the matter, but keep your friends close and enemies closer. Well, enemies close and friends closer. That was privy information.
Understood.
I'm sure you'd like to rest. Please, if you need anything, just ask. I'll be here and at your service. I'm hoping I might be able to speak in a more frank way with the rest of your party for appearances and such.
I can probably get you an introduction in the morning once we've
Yes.
slept and bathed. Those might be two really important things.
I can only imagine, yes. Well,
You're too kind for saying that, but thank you.
I wish you the best. It's been a pleasure. And so she knows your name, but she's back to just talking out of thieves' cant. It was, I'm so sorry I didn't catch your name.
Emil.
Ah, Emil, yes. Again, I'm Tara, with two.
I'd give you my last name, Tara, but I don't have one and use many, so.
Of course. Very well. I'll let you retire to the evening, and expect also the local captain of the guard, Qatar Etoris, will likely want to interview you and your friends on behalf of the city of Metz. Tensor campus resides here, but they are the governing body of this kingdom.
Understood.
Very well, Emil. I do hope to see you again soon.
Likewise.
She's kind of looking up at you and gives a bow, and promptly walks off down the hallway, very noble-like in stature and gait, and takes a right turn into a bathroom because it's time for our bio break. Nice.
There is a bathroom on the right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. Well, so for those who don't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break, and then we'll be back. I'm going to make some delicious coffee, and I'll catch you all shortly. Yay. All right. Let me move this back over here. Take my hair out of this bun. Kaylin got loot. Oh my gosh. I thought I could take this hairband out of my hair.
All over me.
Thank you, Danny. I now live for toilet segues. The streams are so fun. Oh my gosh. But I die trying to take out these hair bands. For real, what did I do? Oh, there we go. Oh, it smells so nice. Okay. BRB. Oh, my knees.
Hi, Ben. Is she coming? We can't hear you, Ben, but we can see you. Can you sing for us? I think the headphones might be a little bit big for you, Ben.
Boom shakalaka. Huh? What do I need to check here? This. Oh, Mr. Ben, here he is.
Yeah, we chuckle now, but give him like 4 years, he'll probably be on Twitch with 1.5 million followers.
Nice. Okay. Sorry, Frank. I totally half-assed that. What were you saying?
I said we're laughing at Ben now, but for like 4 years, he'll be on Twitch streaming with 1.5 million followers.
No kidding, right? Yeah.
I remember you were just you were just dragging a chair around in your mom's kitchen.
Nice. Maybe that's all it'll take in like 4.5 years on Twitch. Yeah.
That's what passes for quality programming now on Twitch.
Awesome. Alright, and now we fix the old names. Alright, like that. I believe the gray one is Steph. I mean, Kaylin. Top right is now Mortimer. Left middle is now Galliflower. And bottom left is now Davanya, which I need to add here.
And I'm so glad to have you tonight.
I know, right? So nice to have you back.
We've been missing Gallagher a lot.
I'm glad not to be so busy tonight,
Good.
even though I just barely made it.
Oh gosh.
We had to ship something out next day air, and that was pushing the deadline.
Oof. Crazy town. Do you have any particularly busy seasons? Do you find that like this time of year has been busy?
I was promised that this would be the slow season.
Oh snap!
But generally speaking, we do a lot of football games. So after the football season's over, it should slow down significantly.
Nice.
A lot of it is we have a game for 2 teams because we do I probably shouldn't say this on air.
Oh, okay.
We do
X
2 Bay
and
Area
Y.
football teams. I'll let you decide which ones those are. And they basically have another game the next week, so we have to flip the radios around and get them ready for the next week.
Gotcha. Oof. All right, just Sam. All right, we wrapped up with Emil. May I ask then, Kaylin, Devanya, and Galator, is there anything else you want to roleplay at dinner, or just finish your dinner and go get some rest?
Galator had a question for Devanya about what kind of stuff she does.
Right. We can probably jump back in if you want. Everyone's here except Sam, and we'll, be able to jump over to her after.
Oh, okay. Anyway. Well. He's playing with cars.
Adorable.
Basically, I am the middleman for anything that needs to happen business-wise or trade-wise, whether it's with weapons or armor or anything else of higher value. You want a trade done? I'll get it done. Stuff happens, I'll make it happen.
Intriguing.
You want some? Oh, go ahead.
What sort of weapons do you deal in?
Bows, swords, basically anything and everything. It's a lot of mixture. And finding things for cheap or high price, like if you're trying to find something that is either no longer on the market or anything like that, or I'll try to find it for you.
I may take you up on that in the future. By the way, the table next to us is quite obnoxious, aren't they?
And then I said, just in that moment.
Devanya could be very snarky right now and say not as much as this table, but she's gonna keep that to herself. But she's gonna nod and give a chuckle and eye the other table and kind of what kind of people are at the other table?
Oh gosh.
On a whim,
You've got
Dan.
a snobbish group of people, particularly snobbish next to you, that are talking about their market maneuvering and that type of thing. Think like Wall Street folks that aren't caring about the little people like that at the table.
Are they?
Wolf on Wall Street, with the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah, very, very self-centered, talking about their exploits, the things they own, how they went about winning deals and such.
So yes, it's kind of like that movie.
You know, there was one time in my life where, and Kaylin's looking down as she's saying this, she's not looking at really anything. There was one time in my life where I liked someone, and I told him, and he kind of hung out with me after that. He was in the guard that I was in, and so we spent a lot of time together, and he seemed to kind of hang out with me too. And so I thought he liked me back. But then I found out he didn't. And that was rough. And she'll look at Galithor. Yeah, I'm gonna take some stuff. I think I need to hit the hay. It's been a great meal, but I'm not really comfortable here. I'll just grab food for Mortimer, and she'll just leave.
Do you need me to walk you out?
No, I'm good, Devanya. Thank you.
Okay.
It was nice hanging out. Start walking away.
I'll sit back down kind of with a sigh and turn to Galithor and... Does your group thrive on half-truths? You know, a house divided against itself cannot stand, but what if those half-truths help keep it together?
I think you're right. I think... I wonder, or perhaps I'm afraid, that's the half-truths that are the glue that keeps the group together. Without them, would we fall apart?
You do have a point. I guess it depends on what the truth actually is. Some hurt. Some don't. Might I ask, where do you hail from?
I have this in my notes somewhere.
Notes again.
Note break.
Devania's just kind of feeling everybody out. She's asking questions and just kind of taking everything in because this is a new thing. She's usually either working with Scarlet or working with herself, or very different people than what she's normally around.
Dan, sorry, you wouldn't happen to remember, would you?
Oh, okay. I can probably tell you really quickly here. Let's see, Stormfall, and nope, not NPCs. And we have our characters
I thought
here.
it was written down somewhere, but it's not in my D&D Beyond.
Ooh. Character backgrounds. Oh my gosh, I've got Felix in this one. Let me check my other folder that might have that. Oof.
Speaking of,
I don't think I have it. You know what? Let me check my uploaded documents because you might have seen
I mean, we could just retcon it or something.
Yeah, let's just retcon it. Let's say, I think it was a city close by to where Felix was. I don't know. He wasn't really crowned king. I don't know what the heck happened there.
Bexley.
That general area, yeah. Let's say a suburb of Bexley.
There was Bridgeport, but I think that's where Felix was.
That's where Felix is from.
Huh.
Yeah.
And what caused you to be a part of this group?
to be honest with you, since no one else is around, I was too weak to protect my church from attackers, and I needed friends, I needed allies to help take back some relics that were stolen from me, from my church. So it really does intrigue me that you are, how to put it politely, a dealer in such items. Perhaps you could keep an eye out for me.
I'll feel out my contacts. But also, what did Kaylin mean with her last statement? She looked directly at you.
Oh, did she? I wasn't paying attention.
It's like you never do. But, giddy one. The one who's always... she's always so animated.
Oh, you must mean Aaron.
Yes. Do you not have any idea that she likes you, or are you just that dumb? It's plain as day.
Yes.
And please don't tell me that you're leading her on either.
I'm just more focused on other things right now.
I like to suppress a lot. And I'll set down a figurine of Galithor that I was working on at the table while they were talking.
Out of character? That's not creepy at all.
You're just like an artist drawing your picture as you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be so full of yourself that you miss out on the great things. And then I'll get up and walk away. I'll pay my tab first, of course.
Would have been better if you stuck him with it.
Yeah, I know. I was really hoping for it.
Honestly, I did not think about that, but that would have been awesome.
Nice. You're welcome to retcon that if you want. That's pretty.
No,
yeah, okay.
Well, Devanya, she's weird, but she does right by people, so she would pay her tab and then walk out.
All right. Rustlin comes over and would you like me to pack the rest of this up, sir?
No, I believe we're done here. Thank you very much, and Gallup will cover the rest of it.
Nice. I'll collect that. Good day, sir. And you can all head back. Now, did anyone end up grabbing food for Rain or?
Kaylin's going to stop by. You said there was a cafeteria inside?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll stop by there and just get a couple of plates of some whatever.
Salisbury steak.
That's great. That's perfect.
And Elio's pizza.
Yes. And the brick brownies with the nuts on top.
I'll retcon a little bit, and I didn't finish all my stew, so I'm gonna have that packaged up and have that leave with me.
Okay.
And I want to try and share it with Mort if he's willing.
Okay.
Before everybody gets back, Queen wants to talk to Mort. She's gonna come out of her temple. And she said, "Is Devanya anywhere?"
I think he's next to
Erwin, yeah.
So he's not that far away.
Yeah, real close to the Runekeeper.
I'll look if I see any clerics.
There's quite a few still healing the Runekeeper.
I'm just gonna quietly walk over and I'm just gonna sit. Hey, Mort, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Have you been acting weird lately? I talked to her, and she wasn't being truthful to me, and kind of suspicious.
Well, she's got a lot on her plate. She's kind of feels responsible for all of us. She's very protective that way, and sometimes people aren't ready to tell you everything about themselves or what's going on with them because they're not quite sure what's going on themselves. So they don't do it to hide things from you. They themselves aren't really comfortable with things that are happening with them. So it's not a bad thing. I don't think Kaylin would ever lie to us. And that I mean being deceitful with an evil intent. I think sometimes you just have to trust people and just make your feelings known to them and be honest with them as much as you can, and just let them know that you're concerned. That's the best thing you can do. Don't try to, sometimes the harder you push, the harder the wall will go up. So when she's ready, she'll let you know what's going on. I mean, we've noticed things, certain things, she's got some things going on, and it's a big thing to find out that you're heir to a kingdom, and have a seat on a high council, so that weighs heavy on top of being responsible with us. That's a lot to take in a small period of time. So I think we just need to give her some time.
Mm-hmm. And you see a disappointed look on Rain's face. Is that not what the morning?
I got like half of that.
Cutting out.
Sorry. You see a very disappointed look on Rain's face as that is not the answer that they were looking for. And then they are gonna and walk back into the temple. Which Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, it's up there for 24 hours, correct?
Yes, the spell itself lasts for 24 unless someone tries to pop it out of existence.
Before I get up, I was like, you want to come see inside? Tomorrow.
I said, sure, real fast. I'm gonna sideways walk there, just one eye on what's going on with the Runekeeper and Erwin, and just sort of like cutting it down the middle kind of thing, like still wanting to pay attention.
Now, out of character, Frank. Dan, hang on.
I'm not undead, I don't
Surprise!
You didn't realize.
For years.
Session, yeah.
I just thought I was a night owl. I didn't realize.
Nice. Your second session you played, this happened.
Yeah. That mosquito bite wasn't a mosquito.
We
It
can't
is
hear you, Mariah. You're cutting.
A little closer.
Sorry. So I was just talking to myself. So would a drow be considered undead or no? Okay.
Nope.
No, they're humanoid.
That's okay. I'm not a drow.
Yeah, so that was my question.
Okay. Yep. So you're good to go.
So I'll take a quick peek inside the temple, the 10 by 10 temple.
See, as she described, the windows lining it, and the nice dim light in there, smells and such.
I'll say it's. Go ahead.
You say a gigantic idol of the Raven Queen.
Oh, nice.
This is nice. This is interesting. It's and I try to being as of the arcana of knowledgeable about this stuff is like, you can expand this and make it, it's totally within your imagination. You can make it whatever you want it to be, however you want it to look. So you've done well with your first shot at this, and it looks pretty good. So you just keep it up.
I just want to give him that sentence.
More will hug her back, sort of like that half, like okay.
All right.
I found it.
Oh,
Sorry.
good. No problem. Perfect.
I didn't care if the heat was covering it up, so.
All right, Mortis, as you head back out to accompany Aaron Wynn, it's not long after that Devanya arrives with her bolo stew. Devanya, as you arrive, you'll see Mort tucked in over near Aaron Wynn and the dragon.
Mort,
Yo.
I brought something for you.
Ooh, what you got?
Big old bowl of beef stew with some bread.
Not more. Will just shake. Thank you very much. And who will actually? Did you? Well, geez, what do I ask? I guess I'll eat half of it, not knowing when Aaron's going to wake up. So
Okay.
I'll just be conscious of that, and but I will thank Devanya for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Anytime. When do you think she'll wake up?
She used a lot of both physical energy and arcane energy. It could be a while. It could be full 8 hours, maybe 10. So I don't want to leave her here exposed.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, I know Delorna and I know, a couple of people here, but with the goings on, something got to this runekeeper close enough that he would exit his body. So in this place. So, I don't think I should leave anybody, or we should leave anybody unattended and vulnerable.
Of course, I understand.
But thank you for this too.
Yeah. And I'll kind of side-eye Rain's Delio over there in the corner. I know I can't go in it, but I'm just gonna side-eye it and then just walk and go back to my room and lay down.
Okay.
We can't.
We can't hear you,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
You got to get like a microphone like right up to your mouth because we are hearing nothing.
Yeah, the further
It's-
away you are, the worse it is. You gotta be a little bit closer. There you go.
What?
I know, it's like a pain in the butt, but it's okay. Hear roars coming from Rain.
From the temple. Yeah. some very weird.
Rain's gonna peek out from the door to see if she's Devanya.
Not if, if she sees her before Devanya heads to her room, because her room's at an entirely different floor.
Did you want to see me before I head up to my room?
Well, what if Rain was able to see her before Devanya goes up to her room, she was gonna peek out and thank Devanya for the wooden figure.
Of course, and forgive me for being angry with you earlier.
It's okay. I understand why you were mad at me. I almost ruined a chance for the runekeeper to come back, and I feel terrible.
We are our own worst critic. But it all worked out in the end. And I hope you have a good night.
You too.
Now I'll go upstairs.
And then they are going to head towards Mort and just come down to Mort's lap, and Mort allows them to do it.
Sure, the more the merrier.
Very odd arrangement of individuals.
Cuddle pile on the gnome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sort of like, well, he's enjoying, not enjoying, but he's...
Yeah, he's good to, yeah. That's awesome.
Imagine the situation, you're sitting there watching over someone, and so
Yeah.
it's like you need somebody, it's nice to have somebody else
That's nice.
Well,
with you watching over.
before she does that, she is going to do a level 6. Wait. Where is it? Nope, that's right. She is gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that. Cure wounds, a 5th level cure wounds to the runekeeper.
Oh, nice. Okay. You cast that out, and you can feel it seeping into the Runekeeper, assisting with what everyone else is working on. We're able to kind of, snuggle up in that same spot with Mortimer and Aaron. Yeah, with the low rumble of the Runekeepers sort of growling, not snores, but breathing in and out behind you. Everyone's able to get a good night's rest. Yay! Now you can play, Sam. Yay!
It's only been 2 hours.
Sometime during the night, Dan, Kaylin would have brought the food in because she told Rain she would bring her some food.
Okay.
And then also bring the food for Mortimer as well, since she didn't know that Devanya brought him some.
Right.
Also, during the night, Devanya's gonna have nightmares
Oh no. Okay.
and not fully rest. Like she slept for a good couple of hours, but it was still like tossing and turning and everything. But there will be one point where she's gonna scream out, but I don't know if anybody will hear it. So, yeah.
I'm gonna just do this at my screen. Okay. Kaylin and Aaron. No, Aaron's not there. So I guess Galathor. Kaylin, Galathor, roll perception checks if you would.
Is
And
this the secret dice tower that you love so much now?
nope, this one you can roll with your dice.
Okay.
Yep. And Devanya, what would you put the DC at for them to hear you? Like, how loud is a scream? What would they have to roll to hear it, do you think?
It's pretty loud.
Okay.
It's not quiet by any means.
Okay. We'll see. Maybe a 10. That's like a you could probably hear that through stone walls if they get 10 or higher.
Yeah, let's do 10. Good midway point.
Okay.
Ooh, Gallagher rolled a 7 plus -1, so 6.
Wow.
Sleeping like a log.
Gallagher's snoring.
Nice.
No wonder they could steal the relics.
Oh, that's such a character burn. That's amazing.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
That
I
was great.
apologize.
No, that was perfect. Don't
That was really
apologize
good.
for that.
That was real good.
And what did you get, Kaylin?
That'd be 24.
Oh, damn. Okay, so you definitely hear Devanya screaming. What kind of scream is it, Devanya? Like a bloody scream or a frightful one? Or
It's a mixture of bloody and terrified at the same time.
okay, we'll say your room's right in the next to hers in the hallway.
Well, Kaylin's gonna be checking on that. So, that will wake up Kaylin. She'll immediately go to. Can I tell which door it's coming from, Dan, or no?
Ooh, you know what? Roll a perception check with advantage, please.
Oh, I got the same number both times.
Mm.
That's an 17 total.
Yeah, you can. You almost have like a. You can hear it from the room to your right. If you were to head out in the hallway, turn right, it's that next door on the right. But you also can almost sense it with some other sense.
Okay. I will knock on the door Is everything okay in there?
You're gonna hear dead silence for about 10 seconds. Except for him over there. But in character, you're gonna hear silence for about 10 seconds. All you're gonna hear is labored breathing at the other side of the door. If you want to walk in, you can. The door's unlocked.
I will like kind of creak it open just a bit, and I will like peek my head in just in case there's like I don't know what's going on in there. I'm sorry. Is everything okay?
She's gonna be in the corner, kind of on the opposite end of the room from the door, and her bed will be next to a window. Who's the DM now? But what you see is her bed is really disheveled, and there are rips and tears in her sheets, and they're kind of singed a little bit, almost like a fireball or something was going on in there. And she's huddled in the corner, and she has turn that down. She has let's see. I told you that she had 4 siblings, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's gonna have 7 gemstones laid out around her, almost in like a circle, huddled in the corner. And she's not saying a word. She recognizes that you're there, or I do, but she is I'm still kind of out of it. Visibly shaking.
You need something?
Hey. What happened?
I heard a scream. I'm right next door to you. I didn't know that you were in this room.
Oh my God!
Are you okay? I'll leave you alone. I just wanted to make sure that you were all right. It's not every day you hear. Yeah.
I am so sorry for waking you. It was not my intention. Geez, I'm gonna stand up and just kind of, look around and, I'm still kind of out of it, and start gathering up these gemstones and like hiding them in her pocket, and because she doesn't want her to see them. Is there any water anywhere?
Caitlin will kind of run back to her room and pour some from her alchemy jug, Dan.
Okay.
And I'll take a cup over to her.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
Is that all you need? Do you need me to do anything else? Was it just a nightmare?
Yes, of course. It's been a while since it's happened, and I'll be okay.
Okay.
I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry again. Thank you.
It's no problem, Navanya. Good night.
Good night. I'm gonna look at my bed and be like, oh, dang it, another pair of sheets messed up. Be like, gosh darn it, I gotta pay for another set. She's just gonna sit on the bed for the rest of the night, and I don't think she's gonna sleep.
Okay. So if she doesn't sleep, she will suffer a point of exhaustion for tomorrow. Nope. Okay, just wanted to double check with you. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oof. Eventually, morning comes around. Let me put that image. I just wanted to show the alchemy jug because I love that image of it.
It's so fancy. I never imagined it that fancy, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a fancy butt jug.
All right.
So pretty.
Yeah. Whew. So moderately early for some, maybe late for others. I don't know how early all of you all get up, but probably around like 7:15 in the morning, there will be some Tenser University workers, servants, and the like that are knocking on doors. Good morning. Your presence is requested in the breakfast hall in 20 minutes, please.
Bite me.
You just hear him continuing on. Knock, knock, knock. The next, the next day.
I assume they're going to wake up Erwin.
Yes, yep. You find that they knock on Rain's church door. They come over and kind of shake. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They do, but I know, Rain, you're actually over with Mort. Some others are over there. Good morning. Good morning. Presence is requested in about 20 minutes in the breakfast hall, please.
Go away.
Of course. We'll see you then.
And Mort will sort of nudge Erwin and show her the food, the leftovers, in case she's hungry. Let her know it's there.
She goes straight for it.
Nice.
And
I figured you might want some. Oh, go ahead, Rain.
Mm-hmm.
She does that. Rain just falls over, looks, and then just crawls and just sleeps in a little bit more.
Oh.
All right, I was going to ask, seeing Rain sort of rustle, I'll let her know that, if she wants to take some of the food, she can. I don't know if she ate or not. And ask Rain, do me a favor, just keep an eye on things here for before we head to the breakfast thing. I'm going to just pop up and see Kaylin real fast.
Okay, I'm gonna take out the owlbear that gave Rain, and then she's gonna pick out her little brook bunny, and then.
As Mort is going up, I'm going down.
Oh, okay. You pass each other in the hallway if you have.
Yeah, giving each other that
Nice.
that hallway glance. Right? Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody's a morning person around here. Jeez.
Nice.
So I will try to ascertain Kaylin's door and knock on it.
All right. You find it.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted by chat. For those that are in chat and watching, I messaged Frank that I wanted to talk. That when Kaylin brought the food, that she asked Mortimer to come talk to her in the morning. So that's fine. So Kaylin will, I'll be ready. I'll just even say the door's probably open. She's ready to go. Oh.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey,
Good
thanks
morning.
thanks for stopping with the food. I gave it to Erwin. She's up. She's appears no worse for wear
Good.
so far, other than the normal morning pleasantries.
Yeah. I hope the food was okay. It wasn't.
Considering the situation, I'm glad to be able to digest food at this point.
True. Kaylin's going to close the door. You can tell that she's visibly, she's always worried about something, so it's probably nothing that's different ever. Hey, I want to ask something really important of you. And after I tell you what it is, you can say that you don't want to. If you don't want the burden, that's fine. You know about Emil's transformation.
Yeah, I saw the bat thing, and I'm just I'm putting two and two together. He's got an issue. So what is the deal with this Baron guy? I mean, obviously for Mort, this is the first time he's met the Baron, so he seemed awfully familiar with everyone there.
We've seen him before and he was killed by someone that was in our party before.
Oh geez, another.
So
Mort was there at the same time as Mina, so he knows her.
okay, so you were there. You were there, Mortimer. Why are you asking me? I'm just kidding.
No, actually, I came in with Ormia.
He wasn't at the scene, but Mort was in the party.
It wasn't Ormia, it was Mia. It was Mia.
Mort was in the party with Mina, so he knows Mina, but he wasn't at the scene when it happened.
Oh, okay.
All right. So yeah.
Too many characters.
I would guess we would tell him about it, though.
Right. Yeah. You just give me the quick work on the
Yeah.
the quick lowdown on the Baron.
Yeah. So he's not the best.
Do we know? Do you know? I should say how he wants to approach it. Has anyone asked him how he wants to? I mean, he may. I mean, there's several. I mean, we can do things. I'm sure things can be done for him. I don't know.
Are you talking about Emil and
the meal? Yeah.
vampirism?
Yeah.
I talked to him before about it. It's actually, I mean, of course, it has something to do with what I'm talking with you about now, or else I wouldn't have brought it up. And I'll bring out the dagger that Emil gave Kaylin, which is in a wooden box, I think. And it's made out of acacia wood. Emil gave me this to take action if anything were to ever, if he would suddenly become, if he couldn't control what he was doing, if the vampirism, took over, and especially if he started going against the party. I'm supposed to use it to kill him if that would happen, and I don't know if I can do it.
That's a lot to ask of somebody.
I told him yes at the time, but things have happened since then, and I'm not sure that I can kill him. I don't know. Like I don't know. I think it just made me think about it with Ormia, and I'm thinking I'm not even sure I could even hurt her if I would see her or it or whatever, and I just can't imagine hurting Emil. So even though I'm going to try, if it happens, the only reason that it's worrying me is because he recently told me to have it ready. I think the Baron spooked him for some reason. And I want to ask you if you would, if something would happen and you would see him changing, if you could, and you see me faltering, that I can't do what he asked me to, if you could maybe try to do it. And again, you can say no. You don't. It's a big responsibility. I don't know if I don't know if I can.
That's it makes me sad to hear that he's in such despair over it. I think I'm kind of think like you, that there's always the kind of person who's always thinks there's hope and there's something that can be done. You just have to find it. So it really saddens me to hear that he's there. And I hope, I think, it's good that he actually talked to you about it. He could have just been bearing this all by himself. I thank you for confiding in me. I'll certainly keep my eye on him. I just have one concern. I'm not the most physical of people, but and even if I was a Goliath, I don't know if that's a lot to ask of somebody.
I know.
No. I mean, not that you're asking that of me. I'm, that it's been asked of you. I think we should make it as time permits in this crazy world we're involved in. And maybe he's given you, he's held you in confidence. Maybe tell him that, find out if he wants, I don't think being a vampire is the end of the world. I mean, I think he's afraid of losing control, but so far, he seems to have been handling it fairly well. This has happened a long time ago, right? Longer than I've known Emil.
The way that I understand, there are instances where he could lose control.
Okay.
I know that when he came to me with the dagger, he was pretty afraid of it. And I know that he trusted me with it, and I just don't know if I have it in me to hurt him. Even if he is, maybe if it came down to it, but right now I'm standing here looking at it, and I don't know.
I understand. I think can we be in agreement with each other that we're going to try everything we can to avoid that?
Absolutely.
And I think knowing this, I have some things I can prepare that if he's starting to lose control, I can at least try to take measures that will, like I could banish him for a minute, and hopefully we can be prepared when he comes back to try to subdue him or take care of matters or something like that. But I agree with you. It should be of the last resort. And if you can't, I'll do my best to I'll do what I can, whatever I can. And that I'll take it. If you think I'll go with your judgment. If it's time and he's out of control and that's his wish, I'll do my best. That's all I can promise.
Thank you, Mart.
I think we should let him know we're going to do everything in our powers to make sure that doesn't come to that.
I don't know how much. I don't know if everyone. Obviously, I'm not sure everyone knows about the losing control part. So, can I ask you to just, unless it starts becoming more of an issue, to just keep it under your hat for a bit?
Yes, and I wouldn't, I won't even. Yeah, obviously he's probably very sensitive about it. I won't even approach him about it, but you can be the conduit to him. Let him know. Well, I don't know if you can let him know that I know, but let him know that, tell him that we, it's difficult to tell him without tipping our hats. Encourage him to seek.
Yeah, I need to talk to him about it. Okay.
That's sad. I'm sorry. You're sort of the monkey in the middle on this. But I'll help you any way I can.
Thank you. It was, I'm honored that he trusted me with it. I just, with everything that's happened,
Oh yeah, the trust. He's trusting you with his life. So.
Thanks. We should probably get to breakfast.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
As you two turn to go, Kaylin heading out of the room, Mort following. Mort, please make a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like this.
You can do this with your die. You don't have to do it in the tower.
Actually, I prefer to probably do it with the computer.
Okay, yeah, whichever you prefer.
The dice have been curled to be
Yeah.
Past couple weeks.
Sam is having flashbacks.
Yes.
More as as Kaylin turns around to head out the door, you see crawling up her back from mid torso on the right up to the left hand shoulder blade on her back, a tarantula-esque spider, large, hairy, bright red markings on the back. You know it to be incredibly venomous, and you have 10 real life seconds to handle it.
Oh my god.
I tell her to stop, and I will try to swipe it away with my hand.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Attack roll.
Yep, to swat it.
This is the first time I've ever done this in friggin'. Where is the attack roll?
Nice.
I have to go to
Unarmed
actions.
attack is your roll of the die plus your strength.
Which is
I
0
don't
for
think
you.
wizards are proficient in unarmed attacks.
So if you want to
Nope, so
roll
just-
a d20 right off the bottom, you can do that because you don't have any modifier.
Okay. And it didn't register, of course, you bastard. Seven.
Oh.
Anybody else see
That's a
that?
miss.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
It rolled off and just gave me a 7.
Wait, no, but I saw the
What?
die land on a 17.
Same.
Really?
Do you have a
Oh.
negative 10 modifier?
It started at the 7. Like it was at the 17 and then went back into the 17.
Oh.
So I don't
ended
know
up
why it's
7.
registered as 7.
Weird.
But it landed face up 17.
Yeah, I saw 17 too.
I'll let you reroll. We'll say that's a cocked dice. A die.
Alright, screw that. Oh, God, Steph.
Let's go more.
He just whacks Kaylin up the back. His tongue.
8. One better. 8.
Okay. You quickly close the 5-foot gap and crack Kaylin on the back. Kaylin, you're not expecting. You just whacked on the back by Mort.
Or what? Kaylin will turn around and what are you doing?
The spider, as it turns out, crawls up over her shoulder and on her cheek. You have 5 real life seconds to deal with it. 5.
I see a tarantula on your cheek. Brush it away. Brush it away. I tell
Kaylin
Kaylin to brush
will
away.
I'll touch my face.
It quickly scurries away and onto the other side. It's leaning up its rear, and its pinchers are ready to bite. You'll have 10 seconds more. It's on her other cheek.
I
Get
grab
it?
Kaylin by the wrist and cast Thunder Step.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, and that does.
Hold on, Thunder Step.
How much?
I have my book with me.
I love Thunderstep. Oh, here we go.
That is
3d10
totally
thunder damage.
All right, you go ahead and roll 3d10. Yeah, I'm just gonna have
Okay.
it do its little.
You find 3d10. That's a 12. No, I don't want to roll that. Or do I? 1 and 8. 2 and where's the third one? Is that the 10? Yeah, there's 0. Okay. 9, 7, and 1. 10, 17.
Okay. So this teleports yourself.
And 1 willing creature.
Okay, all right, good. You're rolling on. So okay, gotcha. Okay, whew. Of your size or smaller, but you're medium, right?
Yeah, well, me and
Same
Kayla are
size
the same
anyway.
size. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you grab her. Now, it has to be in a spot you see, but the hallway's open. So poof, you thunderstep a good 12 feet into the hallway, and you watch as the spider just gets ripped apart by electricity, lightning damage, as you bamf out into the hallway. Kaylin, you're suddenly grabbed, and you thunderstep. you reappear in the hallway with this electricity crackling around you and this thunderous boom like a second later from your room.
By the way, I think everybody within how many feet?
300 feet, yeah.
feet away heard that.
So anyone that's still in this hallway, and maybe even Devanya heading down the stairs.
Wait, what?
The hell?
Well,
Galathor, if you're up
what
here.
is happening?
I'm gonna
Galen
run
will kind
back
of take a
upstairs.
step back from him.
I saw a venomous tarantula, deadly tarantula on your back. I tried to swipe it away, but it moved. I saw it on your face, and I felt like I had no time to act, so that's why I cast Thunderstep.
Nothing is here.
Are you sure? Because I'm fairly sure I saw it. How do you resolve it? I mean,
I'm gonna go around the corner since I heard that going down the stairs.
Mhm.
I'm gonna book it, and
Okay.
I'll see them in the hallway and be like, "What happened? Are you guys okay?"
and I'll give her the same rundown that I saw a deadly tarantula on Kaylin's back, and I tried to swat it away, and it just moved to the front of her, and I couldn't get to it, so I grabbed Kaylin real quick and cast Thunderstep just to get her away from the tarantula.
I'm gonna go into the room to see if there's any evidence of that spider.
All right, go ahead, make an investigation check. And Galathor, where are you again? Were you up here?
I was in my room.
Ah, okay.
Hearing this, I'll head over with like half my armor on and
Nice.
dragging a sword.
You hear Mort explain the latter part of that. Miss Devanya investigates.
You say what kind of roll?
Investigation, please.
Okay, so let's see. Investigation 13.
Okay. Nope, no sign of any spider business.
I'm gonna turn right back around into the hallway and be like, Mort, I don't see anything. There's no sign of a spider anywhere. Are you okay?
Galen's gonna turn around and walk down the stairs.
Mort,
I'm a
may
little-
I? Galathor
Go ahead.
reaches up. Mort, may I?
Do whatever you need to do. I'm kind of shook. I could have. I mean, I would swear. Yeah.
Oops. Did I? Is that even prepared?
Now
I mean, it's morning, so you're welcome to prepare whatever you
everything's
want for the day.
Everything's broken. No, it was prepared. It was Dispel Magic, 3rd level spell.
Ah.
Dan, I have a question for you.
Oh wait, what?
Okay. Let me just check quickly, Galathor. Are you just casting that in general on Mort?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I need to quickly check something. Okay. All right, you cast that. Mort, you don't necessarily feel any change, but now the spider, you kind of saw it get burnt up with the lightning energy. That's sometimes what happens with smaller creatures and that type of spell. Sometimes not. So it's sort of up in the air, but you do feel that there is sort of a cleansing with the Dispel Magic. Gets rid of any nasty residual stuff or anything. So you feel a little bit better, like you had a nice couple glasses of water after being out in the sun all day.
I'm gonna go ahead and insight check Mort.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do insight. And Rain, your question was?
What hang on. Would Rain or Erwin would have felt it?
No,
Thunder-
you all are down like 20 levels.
Okay,
Mhm.
just checking.
I got 25.
25. And you were inciting Mort to see if he was like being
Yeah,
honest.
I wanted to see if he was honest and truthful, and because like, I mean, I don't know them very well, but
Yeah.
so.
Mort, were you being truthful or otherwise?
I swore I saw a spider, and it was life-threatening. But Mort is like kind of like he's trying to noodling it out himself, trying to figure out that Kaylin didn't feel a spider, she didn't see a spider, so he's like concerned, he's worried.
We have a breach.
I'm gonna he's as part of him thinking about it, he'll ask Galathor if he could come with him for a second. We're gonna duck into a room.
Of course.
And Mort's he's gonna take off all his clothes and say, check me for runes or anything that could be affecting me.
Puts on gloves.
That's amazing.
More. This is not necessarily my specialty.
It's as bad for me as it is for you, believe me.
I'm just gonna turn around and walk downstairs.
Nice.
I get some breakfast. I'm like, okay, I'm over this.
Out of character,
Yeah.
I am terrible at Arcana checks, and I don't have any spells that'll help.
Oh no!
P.S. You know that Aaronwyn can make runes show up.
Nice.
Oh, this is going
That
to
would
be awkward.
be awesome. I mean, you're welcome to do an investigation check too if you want. You can do that or Arcana to see if there's. Investigation will be to see if you spot anything visible, of course. Arcana would be visible or invisible. You'd sense the magic. Ooh, ouch.
How about a could I convince you to make me or let me make an athletics or persuasion check? No. It's
Wait a
negative
minute,
one
what are you
to
trying
both.
to do?
Listen, I've got an idea.
Bend over.
Especially since he put on gloves.
Yeah, that's the persuasion. Athletics is next. Yeah.
All right, it's
So
negative
messed
one
up.
to either one, but here we go.
Yeah, it's a negative. Another natural one? Another
It
zero?
is. I
Oh
haven't
my
rolled above a
gosh.
7 the whole night. This is a 3.
Oh.
Negative 1 is 2.
Wow.
Hey, Ed, just
Welcome back, Ed.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
seems fine. More. I don't see anything wrong.
also,
Or just-
Ed, just to let you know, since our 100th episode is coming up, every natural roll will go to a charity of our choice. So you're helping with charity with your natural one.
Nice. Oh, what you gonna do, Mort?
Well, I'm going to put my clothes back on. That's it for starts.
Yeah.
And I will find my way back to Kaylin to semi-apologize, I guess. But also to say that, I'll come up to Kaylin and say, I'm sorry. As sincerely as I can say, I was absolutely 100% convinced that your life was in danger. I wouldn't have done something like that unless I was absolutely sure that you were in grave danger.
Thank you. I don't doubt that you thought what you thought. It just worries me that you thought what you thought.
Well, it worries me twice as much that I thought that.
You guys are gonna be the death of me. I just know it. Well,
I'm just very.
If you
I don't know how to handle
see-
this.
anything again? Did you feel anything when you saw the spider?
No, because I'm me. I'm clumsy at this, and I totally missed when I tried to swipe it away.
I mean, did you feel anything like Arcana wise?
It seemed to be I didn't have time to really give it a good investigation. Maybe I should have.
Is this the first time that you've seen something? Please tell me if you
Yes.
have.
No, this is the first time that I saw something like this, happen to somebody else, and that somebody was in immediate danger, and I had to intervene.
Okay.
Which is very disconcerting. I don't know.
Well, just let me know if it happens again, because we need to keep check on these things. Don't, if you're seeing things that aren't there, we should probably know about it.
It's just, yeah. It's the thought of it, something affecting me like that is very unnerving, because physically you can handle things, but something getting in your head.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk to Dolorna. Oh no, well, we're still in Metz.
Dolorna?
Yeah. Oh no, she went back. Did she go back to Zambora?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But to get more info on how to help the Runekeeper, so she may be back.
Okay.
Let's just go and get some breakfast.
Okay.
Alethor's going to stand there for a second just to contemplate the sequence of events that happened in order to him to lead up to that moment.
He's traumatized.
Looking at the gloves on his hands, like,
is Alethor really in the mood for breakfast anymore?
That's fantastic. All right.
Hey Dan, as Mort and Kaylin are coming down for breakfast, I rolled a 19 for an Arcana check on Mort.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that I feel?
You sense the magic from his magical items, but you don't sense anything affecting his person itself.
Okay, I'm gonna roll another Arcana check on Kaylin.
Okay. Galithor, just out of character question, rather, is Galithor typically passively looking, investigating for those things, the things that you mentioned related to Galithor's backstory?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not actively at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
but if he hears something about it, he'll definitely look into it.
In that case, if you could make a perception check with advantage, please.
I got a 20.
Ooh, nice. Oh gosh, what do you sense, Devanya and Kaylin? So magic, and she, of course, Mort has innate magic as a wizard. A lot of it's focused through his spellbook. Kaylin, you, for the first time since you've known her, you sense some innate magic within her. She's always been a fighter. Straight up, so. Ooh, nice. Oh, and you use the town. How exciting. Galithor, you, you've heard a couple of times. Once at dinner last night, and another time maybe walking through the castle. There's a lot of ritzy people. Actually, while you were in town, you would have heard this stuff while you were in town. There's talk of an auction. I'd say underground, but underground things are just practiced pretty often here in Metz. It's still against the law to buy and sell stolen goods and illegal things, but it's done pretty out in the open here in Metz. And there are things that were discussed, a lot of which doesn't matter to you, but there was definitely an item that sounded like perhaps one of the things you're looking for might be in this auction that's later this week here in Metz. You don't have enough information to know if it's definitely one of the things, but it kind of checks a lot of boxes.
As I head to breakfast, I'm going to ask for a newspaper.
Nice. Print is dead, they said. No, just kidding. Let's see. Oh, Devanya, with your perception of the magic in Kaelin, is there anything you wanted to do with that? I didn't want to skip over you if you had anything.
Oh dear God, it's a jungle. I'm not going to say anything to Kaelin.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it to myself for now. But I am wanting to find somebody to send a message to Scarlet.
Oh, okay. All right, you can purchase that here. They'll send messages for like 10 silver, so like a gold piece.
Okay, I'm gonna do it in a code though that regular people won't be able to understand. Regular people. That sounded so bad.
Regular people won't understand.
That sounded so...
That's awesome.
She's not a noble, I swear. Yeah, she's gonna write it in code and send it to Scarlet about what she felt and everything and what happened.
Okay.
And then she's gonna sit down and eat breakfast in a corner and like have her hood up and like not look at anybody because she's like really embarrassed about what happened last night. So I'm just like, yeah, just want to be alone.
All right. In case Warren's watching this later this morning, Tara is going to fill him in on a little bit more information and ask that if he's trusts all of you to pass that information along. As the more people that can tackle this within the better, basically. More trusted people. The rest of you are able to head to breakfast. Aaron, are you also going to breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
She's gonna like check on the roomkeeper, make sure he's all right. If he's still sleeping, she'll kind of like leave a scale there. And then, like, run down to where she can smell food coming from, because she is freaking starving.
For sure.
Awesome.
Before she does that, Rain is going to... Once Rain sees Erwin up, when she was Erwin was asleep, she tore the pages that she drew the roomkeeper in the spirit form. And she had it ready to give to Erwin. And then once she saw Erwin, she's make a mad dash. She's gonna run up, tug on her robe, and then give her the drawing of the spirit of the roomkeeper.
Thanks, Rain. This is adorable. This is what the roomkeeper soul is like, right? Cool. She'll like tuck it. Let's go eat. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
We had dinner last night, so...
Do you want piggyback ride?
Yeah.
Pick her up, and then mad dash.
Well, I put my rabbit up, and I just have the owlbear that Erwin gave me. As my charger just fall to the ground.
Oh no. Let's see. So, Aaron, something of note for you is that there is definitely a different vibe here. Now that you've spent a little bit of time in this Stentor University, the clerics, the wizards, the teachers, the students have a very, more normal
Normal what?
presentation. Yeah, they don't have that, that harshness, the obvious terrible nature of these other ones. It is a place of learning, and there's cliques, there's good people, there's bad people, with good attitudes, bad attitudes. But in general, everyone seems to, at some level, appreciate magic and what they're learning here. And no one goes, too far. There's no Draco Malfoys, Galithor, I'm sorry, I have to find and review the list of items. And while you, let's see, in the paper, Roll an investigation check if you would. And this is, I mean, obviously you could read a paper from front to back. This is more just to see what the chances are that it might have, this particular paper might have something that would point you in the right direction.
I'm bound to get a good roll tonight, right?
Yeah.
The odds are in your favor, knock on wood.
Favor.
17 minus 1 for 16.
Nice. Okay. So you do find they're pretty, very slightly veiled workups here in the paper that talk about different auctions. The one that you've seen referenced is actually going to be held at a church. It gives the address in the city, and I actually have to look and see what day of the week it is. Monday. Okay, so Thursday. Actually, I guess it'd be Tuesday now. Thursday, 3 more days anyway until the auction takes place. And they have a list of items, again, slightly vague, but it checks off another box or two. There is also a contact at that church for interested, for any inquiries.
Just taking notes.
Oh, okay. Neat. All right. Breakfast is served. And at breakfast, you're guided to a certain table in the back here. Breakfast seems to be their strong suit, forte more so than dinner, the Salisbury steak. It's a pretty tasty breakfast with pancakes and sausages, blueberries, all happy about that. And a dwarven gentleman approaches at one point. A couple of there aren't that many guards in here because this is Tensor University, but this individual is definitely wearing parts of...
Mariah went to bed, Dan.
Oh, okay. All right, thanks. Oh no, what did I do?
I will note that Kaylin sat beside Aaron at the table.
Oh, okay.
Aaronwin's just like bulldozer food, like the Animaniacs.
Yep.
Nice. All right. This dwarven gentleman is wearing a tabard on some heavy armor that represents the city of Metz. Good morning to you all. Yes, my name is Captain Guitar Taurus. And he's a dwarven gentleman. Fiery red hair. Stands about 4'4". Really deep blue eyes. Almost cobalt. I've been sent here to... get a debriefing of all that took place here. We are very concerned that someone was, or something, was able to infiltrate the university grounds here. We need to make sure that our citizens are safe. If you all have a few moments, I would love to ask a few questions over breakfast, and then I'll be out of your hair.
Well, you forced us to come to breakfast this early, so... here we are.
Yes, I did. And I'm glad you're all here. Very well, then. And he starts in just asking some questions. You all get the idea pretty quickly that he is not in the loop of what's going on with the Demi-Lich, with any of that other stuff. And he does make it pretty short and sweet, asking, what happens. So it's up to you on what level of information you want to give. But he starts out with a whole little preface of, well, here's what we know, and it's like nothing. They just know that there was something that happened to the dragon that resides here, and that, he seems to be hyped up on this magic is dangerous idea.
I'm not going to tell him anything of my Arcana check on Kaylin.
Okay.
So you said he's hyped up on the magic is dangerous? Is that what he's saying to us, Dan?
Yeah, that's the vibe you get. Without needing an insight check, you can tell that he's like, we need to keep our city safe. Whatever happened here can't spill over into the city.
Safe from what?
Well, with magic comes a lot of, with any weapon, any tool, there can be good brought about and there can be bad. And we need to make sure there's nothing so dangerous as to jeopardize the safety of our citizens.
Can I kind of look him over, try to gauge how truthful he's being? Like,
Yeah.
does he
Insight
really
check.
care about the citizens, or is he just like trying to like be awesome to get a promotion or something?
Nice.
Woohoo! This is working out real well. 5.
Wow.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah.
Aaronwin's just like too busy eating.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
go ahead and do the same thing. Was it an insight check or?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Let's see. What's that? That's.
I got a 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he seems to be a guy doing his job. He seems to be okay in his position or in his job. Doesn't seem to be trying to be more than he is, or advance or anything. He does seem to genuinely just be worried about the citizens, and it maybe just has some slightly biased views on magic. Nothing terrible, but it's there. And the university has not told him information about what actually took place.
Gee, I wonder why.
Does anyone want to give? He's basically asking for confirmation on the basics that exclude any knowledge of what actually went down with the Demi-Lich and all. Does anyone want to offer him more information than that?
Aaronwin would if she wasn't so busy stuffing her face. So
Thank God.
yeah, she's just kind of like trying to like talk through her food, but no one can understand
Kaylin
her.
like keeps pushing food towards Aaronwin.
That's amazing.
I'm getting irritated with him visibly because like he's just annoying and it's too early for this crap.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's Devania is like kind of trying to shorten her answers and not say much and be like, you know what? It was said and done. Everything is good. Can you please just leave us be to our breakfast?
Of course.
The clerics and things that were helping know what happened as well. It seems strange that no one has told you any information about it. We weren't the only ones there.
Are you saying there's more information than
Kaylin.
what I know?
No, I'm saying that I'm surprised that we had to confirm it.
Well, there are others from the city that are speaking with the liaisons between Tensor University and the city of Metz, but seeing as how you are all people of particular interest, as you are travelers, and apparently in the center of this somehow.
If we are not under investigation,
Oh, no. Very well. I do thank you all for your time. It's much. The city of Metz appreciates your compliance and assistance. Enjoy your breakfast.
Thank
So
you.
do you have a calling card in case something comes up?
I do. Yes. And he kind of goes through some of his armor into a spot that has a pocket underneath.
good.
And here, yes.
Thank you.
Call any time.
Oh,
We'll be sure to reach out in case some other information comes up that might prove useful to your investigation.
Wonderful.
Kaylin
I'm
just
gonna
kind of looks
visibly
down the
groan
door.
and just roll my eyes.
Nice. All right, so he's going to leave. Emil is probably going to, after he leaves, so there's some information I should probably share. And he's going to tell you all a little bit about what he was told the night before, that there was an information leak that from somewhere here in Tensor University about your locations, what you were going to do, and where you were going to do it. While nothing came of it, it was, or seemed to have come of it. It was concerning, and I'll leave it up to Warren whether he wants to say it came from the Harpers or not. But that you should just keep a careful eye out.
Hearing this, Erinwin is gonna now kind of paranoia, still eating, but look around who's listening in? Who's watching us? What is this? That's right, we're in Tensor University. Oh crap. Hey! That's a 23 perception to look around.
Okay.
Nice respond to paranoia.
Oh, nice. You see a number of people sort of walking through the cafeteria area. No one that seems out of the ordinary. I mean, they all seem to be Tensor University students or teachers or some faculty.
So we have someone reporting our position?
Yes, I was told that not only our position, where we were headed, but what we were up to was sent out. They discovered messages being sent out. Sources unknown, but only so many people knew of what we were really up to. They were all in that room.
Is that how Baron von What's His Face found us?
Very well could be.
That's
What kind of information are we? I mean, is it should we?
Well,
Is it someone in our party that, or someone that saw us here in the city?
I believe it was someone in the library. Someone with the information.
Someone like that crystal lady?
I think we should keep our eyes and ears out for everyone. I'd hate to think that Delorda or Shuffletrot or any of the others, the clerics and wizards that were seeking to help the Runekeeper, would do such a thing. But anyway, we should keep our eyes peeled, ears to the ground.
I'll turn around towards Galathor and tell him to rip up the card.
Oh, I had no intention of giving him any information. However, with an address, we could potentially find information.
You're smarter than you look.
That's amazing. From the end of your table, you fill up most of this bench table. You probably are taking up whatever this is, 8 spots plus Blueberry, I think. 7 spots plus Blueberry.
Blueberry is on the table next to Erinwin, and she's constantly refilling plate of sausages and everything.
Nice. And you're all sort of leaning in and talking to one another, and bouncing down the table between all of you is an apple.
The hell?
A woman in Tensor University garb is at the end of the table. She leans her hands, palms down on on the edge of the table, and looks you each over. We have a lot to catch up on. And
Can we help you?
Sure. Of course, Kaylin. You can offer me a seat.
Do we recognize this person, Dan?
Let's see. What do we want to do? Make investigation. Anyone I imagine everyone's looking, so go ahead and roll. But in the tower, Roll investigation checks.
I knew you were going to do it.
What? Oh, in
Yeah,
the
and the
tower.
tower. Yep.
God dang it.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
Effing tower.
Oh no, I have to pull up like my skills and everything. Investigation. Oh,
Ooh.
grab the die, throw it in the tower.
Oh, are we
Hey!
supposed to do it that way? We're supposed to drag it from our skill. Okay, that
Yep.
makes sense. I haven't been doing it right this entire time. Right, I will do that again. Watch it be worse. Okay, cool beans.
Let's see. All right, Devanya rolled well, but you don't know this individual. Mort and Kaylin, you see she leans down, and part of this illusory work below a cloak she has up for the Tenser University fades a bit, and you see some sprinkles of long white hair and dark gray skin. And you recognize just part of the eye line as Sterling Sam.
Oh. Wow. So wait,
Or-
so she's wearing a mask? Or an illusionary
she's-
effect, she said.
You can see this, probably prosthetic. She's really good with her disguise kit and illusion work.
Okay.
Mort will wink.
She winks back, and that's where we'll end tonight's session. With a wink.
Oh man,
Wow.
so many things going on. Oh,
Ooh.
Good job, Dan.
Oh, neat. Thank you. Yeah, excellent work, players. A lot of role play. I swear we'll get some things are gonna,
oh, this is enough on our plates.
Yeah, okay. There's plenty of role play to suss through as we kind of figure out where, and what everyone's tackling next. There will be battle for sure, soon-ish. I think no matter where you go or what you want to do, there's probably going to be something coming at you.
Cool.
But in a fun story way.
Cool.
Cool. Oh my god.
Last time you said that, Dan, we got Lichoria. So, no thanks.
Nice.
That's fine.
Oh, that was so amazing. I'm still just so
That was
excited
really
about that.
amazing.
And I have some endgame stuff. It's going to blow your minds. I can't wait. Or you'll be like, yeah, whatever, Dan. But players, again, thank you so much. Awesome roleplay tonight. So juicy, so captivating. Yes.
So sleep filled.
Yeah. Good night, Ironwood. Sorry. Sorry about that. We'll get you hooked up next session. Galathor, we're definitely going to have some engaging stuff for you finally. Sorry for the hold up.
Oh, it's already engaging.
Yeah. Snap. Chat, as always, thank you so much. Friends, viewers, awesome folks. It's always great having you here and hilarious. Thank you for the cheers. Thank you for the support and being here. Next week's session will be our 100th episode. Still, I don't have a clear idea on what we're going to do, but there'll definitely be giveaways. I have a couple giveaways to do. I think that some others may have giveaway-ish stuff that we were going to do prior, and we got so excited with all the other stuff.
We got crossed over.
Yeah. Maybe costume image. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I do have some costume stuff in now, so maybe so. Oh, thank you for the sub, Danny. Yay! Awesome. Consider putting in Discord any thoughts on what other kind of... I have some standard giveaways, but if there's anything from the stream or that we've had on camera or something that I might have here, let me know. I'm trying to think. I might not have much. Anyway.
Print of Kaylin's awesome group drawing.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes.
Well, still working, but close.
Nice.
Maybe we can bridge the gap in a week.
Awesome. thank you again, everyone. Sorry. Thank you for staying up late with us. And have a great night. We'll catch you at blah, 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 Stormfall every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Sunday nights, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern is Obsidian Scar, Exploratory D&D, and then our All Evil campaign every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. I'm just blazing through it because I know everyone's up late. Have a great night. We'll catch you all soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.